NBA's back. Maybe. I might have something.
Okay.
This is Sweaty Plebs Podcast on TNT.
Nice.
I don't actually remember how that song goes. That's an NBA song.
Perfect. It was beautiful. Your renditions.
I think it's called Heart of a Champion. If you want to look up the real version.
Well,
it's high quality.
Howdy, boys and girls. Welcome back to
one.
Sweaty Plebs Podcast. And this week we have some pretty short news. But let's get into some games we've been playing, because this week we barely played games together.
Yeah, we only did one gaming session. It was the most peaceful week of my life. Not really.
Yikes.
Yeah. All right. And
you want to do this little
you want to take
beverage hour before we start talking about games?
I fucked up again.
Oh yeah. How could we forget? I don't actually have anything special. We're recording this a day late, and I once again bought the special beverage that I was saving, but I drank it yesterday since that's when I planned on drinking it. So I'll show you the can. Look at this. Mac Drizzle.
Nice.
Yeah. Altamont Brewing. Altamont? Yeah, Altamont. It's pretty good. I actually have 2 cans. I will probably get at least one more. It's a good beer. I had to buy a beer for this. I don't know what this brand is, actually. Probably should have checked. Does it not say what brand this is? Oh, Soma.
Yep.
Soma Brewing. Yeah.
Nice.
From San Leandro. It's an IPA. I really got it because I like this dragon. Look at that. I think it's a dragon.
Rawr.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Open it up. Give it a crack. Yep. It's an IPA. It's not bad. Definitely the can is better than the beer.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Aiden, show you.
All right. So I followed in Faulkner's footsteps and got a not beer thing this week. It is a little watermelon hibiscus slush with some tequila in it that I made.
You blended it up yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Froze the watermelon with my own 2 hands.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super hot out here, so this is fantastic.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because it's like cold-ish.
It's been like 50-ish degrees every day in my house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're only at like 80 degrees today, but the UV index is above 10, and I cleaned my oven, so it is super hot.
Hey,
that's a video game.
I'm glad you're getting it is super hot. There's a new update. We went to this place called Wicked Slush yesterday, and they do like soft serve, and then they do like it's almost like an Italian ice. And they put it, and they do it in layers. So you have like a layer of Italian ice, and then you'll have like soft serve, and then Italian ice, and then soft serve. So the Italian ice I had was like strawberry, and the soft serve was strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, you should have gotten a lemon in it. That would have been.
They didn't have lemon.
Real good.
They didn't have any lemon.
Well,
Kayla got
like a bad place.
She did all slush or all Italian ice, or whatever you want to call it. They call it Wicked Slush, and she got root beer and then orange cream, and then root beer and orange cream.
Oh,
yeah,
that sounds pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know what? I would like a raspberry limeade right now.
Ooh, raspberry limeade or strawberry limeade's more my thing, but
yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, I raspberries are the best berries in my opinion. Especially flavor-wise, like flavored, like not real berries.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it has the best.
Fair enough.
I think blueberries are actually the best berries overall. I could eat a box of blueberries in like 10 minutes if I had to.
Yeah, I don't do blueberries. I do strawberries pretty much. It's the only berry I do.
I do them all, but strawberries are number 1.
Yeah.
Strawberries are just so hit and miss. Like a good strawberry is probably the best berry, but I feel like more often you get a bad strawberry than you get a bad raspberry
fair.
or a bad blueberry.
That's fair.
That's why I don't eat berries that other people sell me. I have to look at them before I buy them.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you grow your own berries.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna grow your own berry too.
No, you don't.
Is watermelon considered a berry?
No. Also, you guys, watermelon's a melon. It's in the name.
I don't know.
You guys can hate me for this. I don't like watermelon, like at all.
I don't hate you. I judge you, but I don't hate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I don't get it.
It's the most refreshing fruit though. So
Best
100%.
melon is cantaloupe, hands down.
I can't
Yeah.
argue no.
Yeah.
Because, like, I get it, but I still like
as a melon lover, it's still the
Watermelon.
number one, but you
honeydew.
gotta have it mixed in with other ones.
I'm more of a honeydew as opposed to cantaloupe.
Honeydew is like bad cantaloupe.
It's not.
Anyways,
It's honeydew.
this has been our
Alright.
new
Yeah.
our new section. Fruit talk.
We totally strayed. This week I have Lagunitas passion grass.
I don't think I've had that one.
Wow.
This
I've
one's
never
been
even
sitting
seen
in
it.
my fridge for some time though.
Okay.
Let us know how funky it is.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I am happy.
That's perfect.
I'm happy with it.
I'm happy to
Yay.
hear it's just not bad.
Big
Yeah.
smile. I was scared.
Yeah.
I was very fearful. Yeah.
Never
down.
be scared.
Cool. Good stuff.
All right.
Never surrender.
So this week we played one game together on one day, and it was
And-
grounded.
Yeah, it was a decent time, I'll say. I had a okay time, but we spent a large portion of that hiding because we didn't know what we were doing.
And cowering
for-
in fear.
Yeah, cowering from spiders in a can.
Dude, the
we
spiders are pretty
didn't plan.
intense.
Yeah, it was creepier than I expected. Like
Yeah.
I'm not really scared of spiders. Like I don't want to like see a spider in my room, you know. But it was weird. It was definitely creepy.
Like I totally
Uh,
get why there's an
An acronym. I know what you mean.
acrophobia
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah. So small spiders, not that bad. Spiders that are really big, a little bit scarier.
Yeah, like 10x your size, and there's a group of them. We literally hid inside of a soda can, waiting for the day-night
40
cycle to
minutes or
pass.
whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good game. It's on its
Yeah.
way there.
I'm very excited to see
It's a-
development on it. I played a little bit longer after you guys left, and I like made myself some armor, and I made a bow and arrow, and I actually made like a small building, terrible building. It was a great time.
I really enjoyed what we played of it, but I'm also a bit, I guess, dismayed by the survival nature of it. I think if I played like a longer session of it, I'd want to tone that down a little bit.
Sure.
Just
Yeah,
not into
that's
those
fair.
those games all that much.
I mean, we could play on the easier mode, which kind of
Yeah.
gets rid of that, so you can just kind of enjoy the less survival mechanics and more of like exploring and then building stuff and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
So
That's I think that's probably where we'll
the sweet spot.
end up long term. But
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not in a rush to play that game because I want to see what it becomes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
no
early,
reason to burn
technically a
out now.
beta, right? It's an early access game right now, so
Yeah, exactly.
now we can go into that more later. But as an early access game, how do you feel about it? It's
I think it's actually pretty good.
surprisingly good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean the story wise, it's not good, but
It's fine. No one plays survival games for stories, really.
Yeah, true.
well,
At least that type of survival
Yeah.
game.
yeah,
But it's the least janky survival game I've ever played, so good
Dude.
stuff.
It's pretty well polished for the most part, comparatively. Right?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
some people reporting bugs and stuff, and I like it definitely has some like jank here and there, but it wasn't like game breaking for me.
As long as I don't fall through the map and lose all of my inventory, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I I don't think I had any bugs at all, except for the big bugs that we saw.
Ran away from, like scared
Yeah.
at everything.
That's the second time I've made that joke with you guys in like a month.
Yep. It'll keep happening.
Yeah.
All right,
Playing a
so
lot of big bug games right now.
big bug games.
Yeah, Big Doug.
What do you
Big
think
Doug with the
if they
big
came out
bugs.
with a Starship Troopers game now?
Speaking of, that's where I was kind of going. I just watched
Yeah.
two Starship Trooper movies last night. Not the first one. I would for sure play that game. I would love that, especially if it was, what's that big ant game, Aiden?
Earth Defense Force.
Yeah, just replace that with
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
I honestly don't even need Starship Troopers just because that game exists.
Yeah. Well, just imagine if it was, what do they call them in that? Don't they have like a special name? Totally blanking.
I don't know. All I can
You
tell you is
just
that their
watched the-
Giant Frog's the newest one.
You just watched the 2 movies last night.
Yeah, but I was mainly playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, fair enough.
I just had it on as background.
All right. They're supposed to have like an anime or something coming out soon.
They've had animated movies before.
Oh, have they? I know they're doing
Yeah.
some kind of reboot, and I think Casper Van Dien or whatever is back.
Is that Rico?
Yeah, that's Rico.
He's a pretty chill dude. I've listened to him in a couple podcasts. It's too bad that he is only in that like one movie. He's not even in most of the sequels, I don't think.
Yeah, I
Like,
think he
any
only
of them.
did one of
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah. Anyways,
All right, Aiden, what are you up to? What have you been doing?
So minus a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima still. I got Cadence of Hyrule.
hell yeah, man. How do you like it?
It's pretty good. I'm a fan so far.
Yeah, I really wanted to get into that game. I just I got, what is the Caden or Crypto's Necrodancer? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got that on sale and I was like, this is actually a lot of fun, but I just don't quite like how close you have to pay attention to it, you know?
Yep. You can't really do anything else at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm just I'm not good at that, as you could probably tell from me talking about watching movies and playing games 2 seconds ago. I'm very interested though, specifically for the music. How is the music in this? I've heard good things,
Fantastic.
but I want to hear your
Yeah.
opinion.
So far, I mean, it's not, from what I've heard, as good as just like a name brand Zelda game, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, because they had a big update, right?
Yeah, aren't they doing something special with it?
I thought they had like a new deal, like extra content came out just recently or something.
Probably, but I'm not that far, so I don't know about it yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, basically, I did like 10 super terrible lives in a row, and then it just kind of clicked for me, and I've had one life going for like 2 hours now.
Oh, nice.
Defeated half of the bosses, got a lot of stuff. So when it clicks, it clicks.
Aren't there like multiple characters that you can play as now?
Apparently, yeah.
Or are you just
Yeah,
playing
I
as Link?
Yeah, but I like just recently got an item that just said for Zelda use only.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I'm
That's
excited.
kinda cool. Yeah, I wish I was
Alright.
into rhythm games. Like if it wasn't a rhythm game, I would definitely play it.
It's just
You-
like a decent Zelda game.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's on sale, I would probably get it. I mean, I haven't played Cadence of Hyrule, but I got Crypto's Necrodancer for like $3 during a sale, and
Mhm.
it's definitely worth that.
Hmm.
Like it scratches a lot of like the itches that I know you enjoy with
Yeah.
roguelites.
Yeah. So
Roguelites. I'm getting them mixed up.
they're very similar, both
Yeah.
genres.
Yeah, but you know,
People get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of roguelites, I've been playing Escape from Tarkov all week. I got a single player mod so I can play offline but still progress in the game. And it's been
sounds
great.
like cheating.
It's not cheating because I'm not competing against other people.
Okay, sounds
Right.
like cheating yourself.
Fine with that. That game has so
Yeah.
much depth and learning curve. It's completely okay.
Yeah.
You know, and the stress of like campers and people hiding around the corner is not there because usually that's how you die is some guy knows the angles, right?
That's the best part.
And some missions require you to camp. Some are like, you got to kill someone, or quests, they call them. You got to kill someone, or tasks. They call them tasks, not quests. At 100 meters with a specific gun. So on each map. So you need 5 kills on each map with this gun at this distance. So people are just waiting in these long areas, and you're just like, okay. And I don't know where the camp spots are because I don't know the map.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That is not a
trying to
good
sneak
hack.
by.
You see?
Yeah, I moved the camera.
So that's like what the live game is like, and I'm like a new person, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to learn the maps and learn the tasks and what requirements are and stuff like that, and where the extractions are and the spawns. So, it's been great. It's been wonderful. And then the other game I'm playing is Dead Cells because the update came to consoles.
Yeah, tell me how you feel about that. I've been a little displeased with Dead Cells. I actually sort of fell off with the last update.
So
I don't like the new characters that they added, the new beasts.
the
I
new
guess.
beasts. I am still on 1 BC. You're on like 5 or 4, right?
Yeah,
So I don't have that context of where you're at compared to me. I'm still trying to
Okay.
just get through the game. And I'm making like dumb mistakes because I'm trying to like hurry, and I shouldn't hurry as fast as I do. So I'm like, I'll get a cursed chest, and instead of like maybe taking like being cautious, I'm still careless.
that's how you get better.
Yeah. So, and then shields. I'm not giving shields the amount of
Yeah,
considerations
really,
that I should.
the way to get further in that game. Actually, I don't know what this current update, since I haven't played too much, but shields, survival and shields. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I've yet to use like they reworked a bunch of the weapons. Like crossbows are 2-handed.
Yeah.
Right? So I haven't touched a crossbow yet, so I don't know. I've been kind of playing with brutality a little bit and seeing how brutality works. But brutality forces
again,
me to
that's
be a little bit
purple
more
or
careless.
red, right?
Huh? It's
Brutality
red.
is red.
Red,
Okay,
yeah.
tactics is purple. Okay.
Yeah, which forces me to be like more careless when I play brutality instead of like tactics where I can like kick back a little bit and use my traps more, which I haven't. So it's just my play style. I'm just too aggressive and not good enough with pairing with the shield.
You'll get there. Just
Yeah.
look. I mean, as long as you play with the indicator, it's extremely easy.
Yeah, I just have to force myself to play with the shield and use it. That's the thing is I'll just rely heavily like on a sword or something, and
Yeah.
not.
Honestly, the shield is more fun than swords to me.
Yeah, like one of the shield. I don't know if this came out in this update or the previous one where a successful parry freezes the opponent.
That's
like-
a couple updates ago. The
And I
ice
was like,
shield.
oh, I didn't even know that was an update. That was great because
Yeah, that was like the Christmas update, I think.
yeah. So, but other than that, it seems fine. I enjoy it. It's still one of the best games of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I will, even if I'm not enjoying it right now, I'm certain that I'll get back into it pretty hard at some point.
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to, Playboys.
Yeah, me, I've been pretty much Ghost of Tsushima all the time. It's wonderful. I have so much fun. I think it's probably my favorite open world-ish game, like that kind of open world game. Besides, like, I wouldn't really say Breath of the Wild is exactly the same,
Mm-hmm.
but where it has like, there's
You got your little map
Your little-
markers.
your things that you need to do, like, liberate this camp or whatever. Go do this, like, what do they call it? The bamboo strike thing.
Yeah, bamboo strikes, little button
Yeah.
puzzles.
I am so bad at those. So bad.
I love them so much.
They're fun. As soon as I like get it, it's like,
Yeah.
that was cool. But it usually takes me like 4 tries. It's a lot of fun. I like the look of it. I've taken actual pictures with the little screenshot thing, which I never do in any game. Yeah, it's great. I will say I think I'm falling into that same cycle with open world games where I just do everything on the map before I go further into it.
Yeah.
And I've like I feel like I've unlocked pretty much everything for like the skill tree, and I'm still in like the first section of the game, which probably a mistake. Although I guess I don't know if anything else comes after that.
Also, if it gets too easy, they just release that new difficulty, and you can just bump it up.
I'm still dying, even though I'm extremely overpowered. I make dumb mistakes all the time. Like I just realized today why my smoke bomb, or not my smoke bombs, my explosive bombs aren't working. I was throwing wind chimes the entire time. I never switched off of the wind chimes. So I was like,
Nice.
these things don't explode. They're not hurting anybody. They're complete garbage. And then I realized, it's like, oh, I was able to pick up a wind chime. Why was that? It's
Super
like,
funny.
oh, I've been throwing wind chimes the entire time. I've lost lots of fights that way. Yeah. So it's great. I think it's surpassed God of War for me in terms of PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Just because it's a little bit more free, I'll say.
Sure.
I think you can kind of just do whatever you want. Like you could in God of War also, but it felt a little bit more story oriented.
Yeah, that one's a little more driven than this, which is just full on open world.
Yeah, just go do what you want. Yeah, the only other game I played besides Grounded was I got back into FTL this week.
I get it.
Great game.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't played that in a while, and I downloaded it on my iPad, and I didn't have anything unlocked, and previously I unlocked every ship, pretty much everything, and I was like, I was a little sad about it, but then I was like, you know what? I'm kind of down to do it all over
Challenge
again.
accepted, huh?
It's been like 3 or 4 years, and that game is so good. I've also just like opened it up and just had the music playing a few times.
Yeah,
because the music is
it's
extremely
great.
good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I will say, my closest run was a crazy failure at the very end. I was very sad about it. I haven't played it in a couple of days because of that.
Oh.
Lost the capital ship on the last section with a really really good setup of weapons.
Yeah, rogue games will do that to you.
Yeah. Just unlucky. So that's
Awesome.
it. That's all I've been up to.
Cool. Yeah, I suspect this coming week, not much will change for us, right? We're all just kind of getting through some single player games.
Yep.
There's like no new games coming out, so
Yeah, I'm seeing another pretty heavy single player week. I wouldn't mind playing a couple of rounds of Dig Dug.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like unless we switch our characters up, we may have kind of not hit a wall because we can keep progressing, obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've done everything that there is to do, at least right now.
Yeah, it's good. I feel like we've definitely gotten our money's worth, but
yeah, 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
not gonna last
Yeah.
forever.
I mean, we could probably do more deep dives because we've only done a couple of those, and then they have the higher tier deep dive
Yeah.
that we haven't even done yet. So, I mean, those are options too. But for our
Sure.
first characters, yeah, I think they're pretty much like I've pretty much maxed out, bought everything. Yeah, I've almost bought everything other than like unlocking more overclocks.
Overclocks. Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's like the overclock to have, and
Yeah,
it's
but I
just
feel like-
RNG to get there, right?
I think I already have those though for my guy, which
Maybe you don't though. What if there's something better? Like that's the
I don't.
kind
I
of the
just
beauty
don't.
of the game. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I just don't see anything better from what I have currently
Sure.
equipped. So
Sure.
I'm in the opposite, but where all of my overclocks
Yeah.
are hot garbage. So
that might just be how those are, though.
Yeah. So, that game is nice because like if we really wanted to, you just have that overclock weekly, which is only like 3 digs. So
Yeah.
like, all right, let's just pound
Just
that
do
one
that.
out,
Yeah.
and then see what overclocks we get, and then that's all you really need to do for the week, and then maybe the deep dive. So, which is a total of I think 3 digs also.
Yep.
So you do a total of 6 digs a week if you want like actual like progression, because I think the other weekly is 3 digs, but it's just materials. Right. So
Yeah, don't need that.
yeah. So I think you do a total 6 digs a week is not bad. It's actually from a time concept, it doesn't require a lot from you.
It's pretty fair. It's
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing it quickly, it's about what, like an hour's worth of gaming.
Yeah. Just one
Right.
day. You probably get it all done in a day,
Yeah.
and then you go off and we play whatever else, which is pretty reasonable, I think.
Yeah. I guess I'll touch on this here with you guys. We already talked about this, but I'm planning on picking up Spider-Man. So I may give a slight Spider-Man update next week. Although I don't know
You
if I
should
wanna,
finish Ghost first before, because I
Yeah.
know how
Well, the
what
sale
you'll
one-
do is you'll do all buy it. It's fine, but
Yeah.
finish Ghost before you play it. Don't download
Yeah.
it.
I'm actually I almost beat Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
I got to the 3rd area before Ghosts.
I mean, story-wise,
Ghost is
you're
just
not
so much
missing
better.
much. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Far Cry
Um,
lives and dies by the gameplay. Everything else, well, and graphics.
Far Cry? Well,
Yeah.
that's why it's a bad game then, because the gameplay is not good and the graphics aren't great.
Yeah, but it is good. I mean, you're playing it and you're enjoying what you're playing for the most part, or you wouldn't be playing it.
I like both.
Far Cry is
Yeah,
the
I do like
perfect-
Far Cry's gameplay, to be honest.
the perfect I'm gonna watch a TV show and play this game at the same time game.
Yeah, but the gameplay
It's one of those, yeah.
good enough for you to want to
Yeah.
spend the time to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
It-
Yeah, it's I agree with that. I again not here to only shit on Far Cry, but
Yes.
I don't think it's good
Also-
gameplay, but it's good enough.
yeah, it's really not
that's fair.
bad
Yeah.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Because there's objectively
That's-
bad
yeah.
ones out there.
Yes, okay. We're generally on the same page.
Yeah.
I think, sort of to touch on that, I finished watching The Sopranos this week, rewatching, which was my Far
Yeah.
Cry game.
Yeah.
So I might not go back to Far Cry 5, just in general.
That's fair. Just do Fringe. Go back on Fringe.
I've watched Fringe so many times. I
need
love
to get
Fringe.
through it.
Yeah.
I binged, or the wife and I binged Umbrella Academy season 1 and 2 since season 2 came out a couple days ago. We binged both season 1 and 2 over the weekend. Main reason why I haven't played any games.
I don't think I've been watching the NBA. NBA's back, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
The Kings are letting me down
I mean,
all the time.
I was just saying, like, they're
Yeah,
like,
but sometimes you get your hopes up.
they're like the
You just
NFL
want to
Sharks.
dream sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, let's get through some news. Lots of Xbox news this week. Game Pass changed their logo essentially. It doesn't say Xbox Game Pass. It just says Game Pass with the Xbox logo. And
Looks
it's
nice.
also Game Pass for
Yeah.
PC.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
People are like making. It's just interesting, like the internet rumor mill. Like people are just like getting all crazy about it. And I think some of it ties in with the rumor of Xbox Live dying,
Yeah.
which
This is a
we had some
non-story
pretty
to me,
important
but
news this week about that, right?
well, possibly connected news.
Yeah.
Did you put that on here? I haven't.
I did. It put it down.
Okay.
But before we go there, I just want to say Phil Spencer made a tweet. Essentially, I'll just read what it says. I want to thank the community for support on PC. We made statements like this a few times over the years, and the skeptical responses were earned. More work to do, but support we are seeing through Xbox Game Pass PC and Steam team right now is really great. Thanks. And I think as we go through the news for today, we'll highlight that tweet even more. Which takes us to Grounded. Grounded released is an early access game, and it was #1 on Steam sales.
I didn't
It
know
was
that.
#1 on Steam sales that day, and it was still #1 Steam sales today. And if you look at the Steam sales chart that I copied and pasted today, you have Grounded, you have MCC, you have Flight Simulator, you have Sea of Thieves,
Horizon.
all Microsoft games on the top 10 list.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were just talking about
Yeah.
popular games.
So when you go back to the tweet where he's talking about being supportive and the community's also being supportive, right? Like, you're definitely seeing that direction where Microsoft's like, hey, we can't get on other consoles. Like, we're probably never going to have Game Pass on Switch. We're probably never going to have it on PlayStation, but the PC market is there, and let's embrace the PC market instead of always having that PC against console type of relationship. Like, let's just embrace it and then jump on it. So I thought that was really cool to see Grounded as number one. And especially for a game that only has 13 people developing it in the past 2 years, and it hit 1 million players in 48 hours. I mean, a lot of it is tied to Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Tied to Game Pass and Obsidian's name.
Yeah.
And also just looking neat.
Yeah. The concept is whimsical, right? So, and but it's also number one selling game on Steam, which is also significant, I think.
I'm honestly amazed Sea of Thieves is so high up there still.
And Aiden's
Twitch, man.
second favorite game of all time, Rust. After.
It's not.
He's like, stop it.
Yeah.
Quit selling lies.
Rust is the one where you're naked and you throw rocks at each other, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
You nailed
I
it.
can see why you like that, Aiden.
Yeah. It's where you dedicate like 3 hours of playing, log off, and then you log back on and all of your stuff is gone.
That's crazy. Yeah, so good on Grounded, good on Microsoft on Steam and their success. By the way, I watched a whole tech video on Flight Simulator. That game looks amazing.
I'm very excited.
Does the
Amazing.
game look amazing, or does it just look amazing?
No, okay, both. The game looks amazing, and it doesn't even have ray tracing yet. It's going to get ray tracing support and VR support. And the back-end technology associated to Flight Simulator is also amazing.
I agree with
It's
that
a technical
part.
showpiece.
I mean, if you don't want a flight simulator, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's not your
If it
thing. That's
doesn't
not
do
your
it for
thing.
you, it's not going to do it for
Yeah.
you.
I would rather play a driving game for 72 hours straight
Yeah.
than play 1 hour of flight.
Don't get me wrong. I'll probably only play this game for like 2 hours, but it's on Game Pass PC, so I'm
Yeah.
going to play it. You know?
Yeah. I get that, just to see.
Like, I just want to
How
see
good
what
it
it's
looks.
like. Because, like, just from a technological standpoint, it's amazing because all the assets are pretty much streamed in as you play, because it's like multiple petabytes of data because it's the whole world. You can fly across the world, and it's.
Can I go to my old house?
I want to say you could probably fly over it. Yeah, I don't know how detailed like the actual addresses are.
Yeah.
But because they procedurally generate a lot of the buildings and stuff, but any like actual like landmarks, like famous landmarks, are there.
I just want to see if the tiny airport right next to my house is there.
Fair, yeah, because
That's all I need.
they're pushing like pretty much every airport location is available to land in the world.
Yeah.
So
So
Okay.
I'm excited.
yeah, and then the weather is real-time weather. So if it's raining in whatever city at that moment, it's going to be raining in the game.
That's
Necessary, but I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like I said, it's like they didn't need to add that, but it's the technology in the back end that is interesting as a showcase, right?
Yeah.
And that's what
I
Flight
feel like-
Simulator always been kind of that way, like as a technological showcase, kind of like how racing games are kind of like that too.
Oh, why? Because they're not fun otherwise.
Well, a lot of people do. I mean, it's very niche.
Yeah.
I guess there's a reason why most generations have a racing game at launch, because it's like
Good, yeah.
a shiny, pretty,
Easy to
game.
make,
Yeah.
and you can make them look good.
Yeah. So that's the PC market right now. It's looking great for Microsoft.
Yeah. Good job, Microsoft. You're good at doing computer stuff. Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah. Speaking of other things that sort of maybe look/run good. Halo multiplayer, 120 frames per second. But the more important thing, I guess I should say Halo Infinite multiplayer.
I mean, we kind of figured.
Yeah. Free to play.
Multiplayer's free to play, man. Oof.
Fuck, man.
That's a big deal.
Fuck.
That's
That's huge.
I mean, it doesn't matter for us.
No.
All Game Pass subscribers. We're going to play it anyways. We would all buy it anyways, even if we weren't Game Pass subscribers, but
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty crazy. I'm excited just because probably always have a good lobby, right?
Yeah.
At least for
yeah.
a few years after launch, as long as it's, fingers crossed, fun to play.
It's a
I know
pretty
you
bold
were a little
name.
bit concerned about, monetization, Faulkner,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the multiplayer is what most people go to Halo for, right?
Mhm.
Like the
At
story
the
is
end of the day, right? At the end of the day,
people
long
do
term.
care about that, but multiplayer is what Halo is really about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited. I think, this will probably mean there's going to be a battle pass,
Sure.
which is fine as long as it's a good battle pass.
They'll probably call it Spartan Pass.
Yeah,
Not a bad guess.
I can't think of a Spartan.
It'll be a Spartan
Yeah.
Pass. I bet.
Spartan Ops.
It'll be like
No.
every 3 months, which is
Yeah.
fine. It's $10, which is the standard industry standard. 100 ranks.
Especially if you can earn your money back.
Yeah. If they can do it smart because there's enough. I think Microsoft learned a lot from how Gears 5 did their pass, which their pass is actually free.
They also have a Halo MCC pass, I think.
Yeah, but that's
free.
Free also.
It's free, yeah.
There's a lot of lessons, right? Because it's across industries. Because Fortnite's been doing it for forever. I think COD actually has a pretty good one for the most part, right?
Yes and no.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
for the most part.
It's good enough, which is
Yeah.
all you
Yeah.
need.
I think I think you'll never satisfy anyone is the store, the cosmetic store. Because some people would be like, it's too expensive. But most people are like, why can't they just be $1? And I'm like, well, they can't be $1 because this is why it's free to play.
Yeah.
Because it's just not going to work, right?
Yeah. Just don't buy anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Gears 5, when they updated their store in this current season, it's actually a really good update. But they made all the customizable, not all, 90% of it, the customizable stuff, also earnable in-game currency.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they
as
take
long
some
as
of those
that's
lessons.
an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
I
you
worried.
can use in-game currency,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with any battle pass, whatever. Even if it's like insanely hard to max out,
Sure.
that's fine. As long as you earn currency on the side, where you can like buy even if you can't directly buy it and you have to buy like rec packs or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally fine with that.
Well, there's no loot boxes. They already stated there's no loot boxes. So
I honestly I think you and I have talked about this in the past.
we like loot boxes.
I'm fine with loot boxes as long as I can earn them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. 120 frames doesn't really concern me that much.
No.
It's more for PC people, I think, because it's also
Oh.
launching on PC.
It's
Just that's the
supposedly-
thing that most people don't seem to understand is even if you don't have a 120 hertz monitor, you can still feel the difference
The input lag.
between 120 hertz and
Yeah.
60 hertz.
Yeah.
What if I can only see 30 frames a second?
You can still feel it with your little thumbsticks.
Yeah. But I'm not a
Like-
pro player where it matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I feel you, but
Right.
I just speak from like playing Counter-Strike. I have
Sure.
a 60 hertz monitor. I play at like 300 FPS. It just feels nicer.
Yeah.
No,
Which even if you're not
obviously,
doing that well, it just feels nice.
better performance is better overall.
It's always going to be better. Yeah. Better is
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
Weird concept. Yeah, I think this is just wonderful news. And what we were talking about offline was Dylan was like, maybe that Xbox Live rumor might be true because of that.
Yeah. That I was pretty. I didn't believe it when you told us originally, and I was like, "There's no. Why would they do that? Just that's a stream of money." But this, it just seems a little bit more likely that. Obviously, you're already giving a free, like, entry to your biggest title, but to get more people into that free entry, you probably take that out.
Yep, take that out, and then if people want to play the full game, get on Game Pass.
And you get Game Pass. Yeah, get
Right,
Game
because
Pass.
it's cheaper than buying the game because the value of Game Pass is so much better than just buying the game.
It's an interesting choice. I hope it works out for them because, obviously I want it to. But
Yeah, because it benefits the consumer, right?
yeah,
Like the more successful Game Pass really is from a financial standpoint, it's really better for the consumer because we get access to more content. It incentivizes other developers to want to partner with them, right? And get on day one releases like we're starting to see.
and maybe Sony gets a Game Pass.
Or at least Switch. Switch would be
Something.
perfect. Put Game Pass on the Switch. I can play all those
Switch would be-
fucking indie titles.
Too good. I mean, you get them all here. That's why you need Xbox Game Pass. I mean,
Yeah.
probably won't happen. But
Who knows? Who knows?
We'll
Weirder
see.
things have happened, I guess, right?
Speaking of weirder things that happen, I don't want to sidetrack too long, but I had a dream this week that Nintendo finally released their Virtual Console, and I bought and played the entirety of Soul Silver on my Switch. It was a great dream, and then I woke up and I went
Really
to work
sad.
I
and
woke up.
cried.
I woke up to a nightmare. My real life.
Yeah, yep. It was really bad.
All right, let's get
Worst
through,
day of the week.
Let's get through some more Halo news. So Halo put up a blog post, or 343 put up a blog post about the demo and some of the concerns. They essentially acknowledge the feedback, and they've been really reading on it, especially regarding the visuals of the campaign demo. They talked about why they decided with the aesthetics they chose, where they went with a more classic art style. And that was a lot based on a lot of feedback from Halo 4, 5, and Halo Wars 2. So they went with a more classic, with a more vibrant palette, cleaner models, with less object noise. So that's part of a lot of why they did it. I bet also why they did it is so they could push 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
You don't say.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
I think that there's a big underlying truth to that, like, because when you look at games like Valorant or Fortnite, they're not like the most texture-heavy games, right? They generally have cleaner styles, simple palettes, and they play really well across multiple machines, right? Especially if you're trying to break into the PC market, you can have someone with a low-end machine to a high-end machine, and you still get good performance out of low-end machines.
I mean, I was playing Fortnite on a Switch for a while.
Yeah. So, like...
This does not sound fun.
No.
I mean, I'm not good at Fortnite anyways.
Yeah. But it's just like that concept of like, all right, how do we make a free-to-play multiplayer work across multiple pieces of hardware, including Xbox Ones, like the base level Xbox Ones, right?
What?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's fun to play and looks okay, people aren't going to notice.
Yeah.
Or not notice, but not hate on it.
Yeah.
Everyone's hating on it now because they haven't gotten their hands on it and actually gotten a chance to
Yeah. And
really dig in.
any new news, they're gonna like, they're just gonna hate on things. People are just gonna hate on things,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you know me, I love hating on everything all the time.
Yeah.
True.
So, in the article, they addressed the negative feedback, and they stated, in many ways, we are in agreement here. We do have work to do to address some of those areas and raise the level of fidelity and overall presentation of the final game. They stated the build they use in the campaign demo was a work in progress from several weeks ago, and a variety of graphical elements and game systems still being finished and polished, which everyone says about any demo ever. in the history of demos.
I mean, they say that about games they've released now.
Yeah.
So
They stated, we do not have firm answers or outcomes to share yet, but the team is quickly working on plans to address some of the feedback around detail, clarity, and overall fidelity.
and Phil Spencer this week tweeted that Craig is going to be a what do they call it? A mascot? Craig is the
I think
ugly.
I think that's super cool that they just embrace the meme. And they even mentioned that in the article. They're like, the question was, how's Craig? And they stated, we've all laughed very hard at the nonstop stream of Craig memes the community is cranking out. Craig is thick-skinned and seems to be taking it in stride through all the fame and attention. Seems to be going to his head. I hope they keep that model, like Craig model, and just like...
You know what that Craig model reminded me of? Do you remember, I think it was Halo 2 or Halo 3 maybe? There was like a family of monkeys. Like a hidden family of monkeys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of that.
They need to do is add the Craig model to the Forge. For the people
make Craig the third and fourth player.
Yeah.
When you play co-op.
Perfect.
Like just jump on it, like really embrace it.
Yeah.
What else in the article? Okay, so they talked about early betas. They said they might not be pushing out a playable beta because of COVID, and they call it flighting. But essentially, because that's what they've been doing with MCC, is call them flighting. But they said they're not sure if it's going to be possible because of that, because of COVID. Which is understandable. It's kind of like, man, it's got to suck for any developer to be like, all right, we're releasing this year, and then something terrible like COVID happens, and fucks up your workflow.
Yeah, but as long as it comes out and as long as they're still working on it after the fact, if there are any issues, which they're going to work on it if there's issues, or if there's not issues, that's fine.
Well,
people are going to play it.
They're saying Infinite is the next 10 years of Halo. So
I hope not, but we'll see.
The free-to-play thing makes me think they're really going to go for that.
Yeah.
Well, depending on like what kind of updates they do, and that could be fine. But
I mean,
hopefully there's some other shit.
We've talked about other series like COD. Like, fuck, man, COD, just quit cranking out a new game every year and just work on one engine and just keep adding to it every year instead of making it a annual release where you lose all your progress every year kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Article talked about the new pistol and shotgun. They're essentially replacing the Magnum and the original shotgun. Reddit is a shitstorm over that, and they're all upset. Why would they? Like the big one's like, why would they remove a classic item like that?
Because they already have.
I have no issues with that.
Yeah.
I have no issues either.
I'll miss the Magnum a little bit, but I don't need that to have fun.
Yeah. It's like haters being haters. But they did stay because, like, again, this is supposed to be their platform for the next 10 years. So they said, we have a robust plan to continue evolving the game, which will include further additions to the Halo Infinite sandbox.
Which is cool.
Yeah, which
Bring
essentially means
back
we have no problem adding
later.
new guns later, right?
Yeah.
So, 4K 60 FPS is the target for campaign. We know what multiplayer is, 120. And PC players expect a plethora of settings to adjust, as one would as a PC player.
Wonderful.
Right? Halo Infinite will be available on PC via Game Pass for PC, Microsoft Store, and Steam. And what else? Split screen is a thing. Two-player co-op, two-player split screen is going to be available.
Unfortunately, we won't get to use that, probably.
I don't get to use it, but I like that it's back.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
it
doesn't matter.
And I love that.
Yeah, you love that nostalgia, but you're not doing it. When's the last time you played split screen anything?
Like a month ago.
I think with you. At my house.
No.
Like a year ago?
We played, last time I was at your house playing games, we were playing Diablo 3, watching Fast and the Furious.
We were playing, yeah, that's right. Okay. Eating pokey.
Yeah, eating pokey.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
You're right.
Sitting on your bed, just both of us sitting next to, and I think we had like something with builds, showing our build path for
Yeah, we have my iPad.
because of the start of
Yeah.
a new season.
Yeah. Good times.
It was actually really
Remember
good
when
times. It was a lot of fun.
Remember when we could be in the same room?
Yeah. That was actually a really good time. I really did enjoy that. Halo Infinite will have land support. What else? Microtransactions will not include real money loot boxes. Customization. If you like the level of customization in Halo Reach, you will be pleased, which I'm assuming that's how they're going to run the monetization models, have like this really detailed customization suite. And Forge is going to, of course, come back, and we'll have updates, of course, like an undo and redo button.
I'm
Shit,
excited
that
to
wasn't
see.
in there before.
No, isn't that crazy? Such a crazy
All
concept.
right. Cool.
I'm actually really excited to see what the community does with the Forge,
On PC specifically.
especially PC. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the crazy stuff they come up with. I think it depends on how big the sandbox is for the maps that are available in Forge, because they've made statements they don't want a battle royale Halo, but Halo is actually like the perfect arena game to have a battle royale.
I agree with that, but I don't want another battle royale.
I'm not saying it has to be a core mode. I'm just saying like
Yeah. If it's
there's
an
no
option,
reason not to
Custom
have it.
games would be tight.
Yeah, because there's definitely a group of people that want battle royales, right? And if it's just a game, an arena game, like you come down in ODST pods,
Yeah.
right? And then you have all the guns. Like the Halo weapon system is perfect for a battle royale.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think
Yeah.
it could be really good.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, since you have your recharging shields, if
Mhm.
that's how they go about it, maybe you get items that like recharge your shields faster or something
Sure.
for whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, fatigue, battle royale
Sure.
fatigue.
I mean,
Didn't they say that they also said they're not doing one
they did,
this week?
which to
but-
me just seems like not this week. They actually said it multiple
A while
E3s
back.
ago. Yeah, like the only BR in this game is the battle rifle. Like
Yeah.
cheesy.
Also, if they do this for 10 years, there's going to be
It'll-
an official BR at some point.
Yeah.
Like it's just smart. It'd be dumb not to put a BR at that point, right? Like it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to be doesn't
be that
necessarily have to
hard.
be a 100-player BR. It could be like Apex is only 60 people.
Like literally just do like a big team
Yeah.
size thing,
Sure.
just free for all, and it would be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. And it's just an option. Here's a
Yeah,
new
that
game
actually
option.
that would be really cool, like a smaller scale BR.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. I think in the Forge you'll probably see people come up with BR modes
easily.
in the
Yeah.
Forge, which would be really cool.
Now, if they had like a searchable Forge server list,
I think they will. It'd be dumb if
That would
like
be
they need
insane.
to do that.
Hopefully.
Especially with the PC, like they're really trying to push that PC integration. I think it's going to be
There's no
very
way they
important.
won't have something like it.
I mean, you say that, but there's definitely a way they don't have that.
That's fair.
I know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I know.
That's fair.
You just want to believe.
Yeah, that would be it. Would be amazing if you could go in and filter by I want like a party game, or I want
Mhm.
like I guess you could say like a BR game, like a One Life game, or zombies or something. Just filter by weird shit.
I would love to see them like add like tournament support, where if players wanted to create like tournaments, like griffball tournaments, you can just lobby into a griffball tournament and then with your party, and then kind of like how they do
That'd be
gunfight
tight.
in COD, right? Like if they just had that option,
tight.
like 2v2 stuff or 3v3 breakouts or something like that.
I mean, I'm excited for the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I won't hold my breath for that, but I'd like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but 10 years, right? Like, so maybe that's something they add over time. I don't know. We'll see. That's the major points of the news this week. The rest
pretty
of the
much all
stuff
we have.
is not really that important. Cyberpunk did, like, I guess people were receiving like beta keys for Cyberpunk,
fake
and
ones,
people were
yeah.
getting like frauded. So Devolver Digital tweeted at Cyberpunk, please send beta access to verify the content of the official beta. And then Cyberpunk tweeted back, oh, hi, we have a popular YouTube channel and our own format on Twitch. Send us 200 carrion keys so we can sell them on some shady reseller site. We'd also like to be willing to do a giveaway. Thanks. And then Devolver responded, hello, my name is Gerald Tubbs69 on AOL, and I write a review for Cyberpunk for my page. Please send 2 copies so my sister and I can play co-op. So Cyberpunk responds, where's the carrion keys, Devolsky? Where's the fucking keys? And Devolver states, available for purchase at GOG.com.
Big Lebowski joke.
Yeah.
In case you didn't get it.
Just
I
is good
love
fun, man.
that.
That's just good
Marketing
banter.
is just shit posting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I love it. I love Devolver anyways, because I think they have that humor, and Cyberpunk also has that humor, and they're just jiving off each other. It's great.
We actually talked about the Cyberpunk thing in my team meeting
Oh yeah.
this week.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Why? Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
Especially after the Twitter accounts got hacked last week, right?
Yeah, we talked about that for a very long time, the week that happened.
Yeah. I mean, hackers are gonna hack. I mean, it's very interesting about it because like there's a lot of outrage right now in Modern Warfare, especially Warzone, PC Warzone, because a lot of hackers are in PC Warzone.
That's a lower scale hacking. I can understand why it's frustrating.
Yeah.
But
it seems to be growing rampant because in Escape from Tarkov, there's a lot of hacking, and the developer says they spend at least 30% of the resources combating hacking and RMT trading.
well,
That's
Modern Warfare spends
and that's a game that's in beta
1%.
still. You know what I mean? Like it's hacking's tough, and as you know, we've familiar with the hacking. We're like it's not an easy solve as people like to think it is.
No.
no.
No matter what you do, they're gonna find another way around it.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason why I like consoles, because you just don't see it as much.
Yeah. Except for Xbox 360. What were those called, Aiden?
Great tags.
Yeah.
They're tight.
A tag. Yeah. That was fun. That was good times.
Yeah.
That was the good type of hacking.
Yeah. Well,
Usually.
you get your
Not all.
your entire history deleted in some
Yeah.
gods, which is not great, but generally okay. Yes.
Sure.
I would actually like to go back a little bit and touch on Merchant of the Skies. I remember we were both sort of interested in that when it was announced, like E3 ago.
Sure.
Have you guys heard anything about it?
I've heard nothing, but I'm already sold just at that
The turtle?
giant turtle.
Yeah, it looks like the look of it is good. I'm not positive about the gameplay. It looks like a more
What is this, a
complex
city
version
builder?
of.
It looks like
Yeah.
it's semi city builder. Yeah, it looks like so it looks like a trading game, a city builder / trading game, which for me, I like figuring out what is
peaceful.
like ROIs and cost benefit analysis and stuff like that. So it tickles my fancy in that sense.
I'm
right.
a little interested in it.
Yeah.
It's probably a wait for it to be on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do
or
it for like
Game
15.
Pass. Yeah, that might be what it is right now. Honestly.
All right, maybe we'll just do it.
The look of it is great, and I kind of like the passive nature or look of it,
Sure.
I guess.
It just seems chill.
Yeah.
Just make a lot of money. I'm just here to make a lot of money, boys.
I want to ride a turtle.
That's really all you need.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it. That's all I have.
Yeah, boys. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Anything else? Like I said, it's kind of a
I got
slow
nothing.
week. Just mostly Halo news.
No, I can't think of anything else.
All right, Playboys.
Yeah.
We on the outs.
It's like $10 on Steam right now. All right.
There you go.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna go make a torta. Peace out.
All right. Bye.
All right, send a picture of your torta.
Bye.
Bye.
Will do.
Okay, bye.